What's up, hot makers? Welcome to HotMakes everywhere tonight. How you guys doing? I'm Nerdy J. This is Shannon. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
It is another awesome Monday. We have some amazing guests tonight, so I'm super pumped for this one. It's been a week. How you been? Like, good week? Good week?
It was a very eventful week. There was a lot of streaming involved this weekend, but it was fun. It was fun. How was yours?
It was awesome. I got some videos out. I streamed last night. I don't remember streaming on a Sunday night in a long time, if I ever have. So that was a lot of fun. Got the laser sitting next to me right here that we streamed on yesterday. Other than that, just pumped for the show. We have Andrew Sink with us tonight, and I'm super pumped to get him on. And also the crew from Greengate 3D will be joining us later in the show. We're going to talk to them a little bit, do some big giveaway stuff that they have planned, and have a little fun with that. Don't forget, if anything we show tonight for HotMakes, you want to see it, there's a link in the description below. Check that out. All you got to do is click on the Google Doc, find episode 88. Holy crap, 88. It's going to be awesome. And I'll get this out of the way too. If you want to donate to the show, consider donating to the Oreo Fund. Promise I won't use water, I guess. There is a PayPal link because the show's not monetized quite yet, but there's a PayPal link. We'll shout everybody who shoots those out. Either I'll hit them live, probably hit you at the end of the stream, though, just to make sure everybody's covered on all the above. We really appreciate the support, everybody. But yeah, a little housekeeping there. Anything else?
Yep. So in case you guys aren't already aware, because I know we're throwing this out there a lot, but we're simulcasting on every channel that we have tonight, I think. So we have YouTube, we have Twitch now, we are on Facebook, obviously. So make sure you guys are subbing to everything, and also the main channel. So there should be a link to that coming up for you guys. And we are coming up on 100 episodes, and we want to try to hit that 1K mark for the subs on the channel by then. So if you guys can help us out, just make sure you're subscribing. We're about halfway there. So, I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. 1K. I mean, that's a goal.
That is. And we've done awesome. So we're over 600 now, and any little bit helps. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the HotMakes channel yet, you're watching. Yeah, if you're watching on my channel, on Shannon's Twitch, on any of the other channels, the Facebooks, whatever, considering jumping on over to the HotMakes channel and entering there. We're not going to stream everywhere forever, but we wanted to try to raise awareness. And
so make sure you're on that main channel.
Yes. Also, at the end of the...
So that means we can do it.
What was that?
I said Chris says we can do it, so that means we can do it.
Oh, Chris is here. Chris, did you bring your book?
Nice. Also, don't forget, we have another COEX spool giveaway towards the end of the show as well. So stick around for that. A COEX Next spool. We've given 2 away the past 2 weeks. We have 1 more for you guys this week. And again, we have some Greengate 3D stuff. So here's the deal with Greengate 3D. Also, everyone in the show tonight is going to get 10% off. I got to get a link that you can click for that, but I promise. And then if we get over 250 concurrent people across all of our platforms, Rich is going to throw in some bonus stuff with every spool sold with that 10% off. I think it's a t-shirt and I think a t-shirt and 10% off. So let's see what we can do. If you shout the word out, go out there, share the stream wherever you want. Let's get this thing rolling. Yeah. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
I think we're good. Let's have some fun here.
I agree. Let's have a fun. So I tell you what we're gonna do. I think we should not wait anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he's been all around lately. I did a video about it last week, about some of the cool stuff he did. He did a video the next day, which was amazing. I can't believe I beat him to his own product. My friend Andrew Sink. Andrew, how are you doing tonight?
Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going great. Hey, Devin from Make Anything's with us. Cool. So Andrew, last week I said, man, I love your STL to Ascii generator. This thing is amazing. I have a video coming out, and you're like, video. I didn't even put a video out yet.
Yeah, it is definitely. It was the first time I've made a project and been like beaten to the punch on making a video about it. It was on my list of things to do. I was like, I'll release it. I'll like see how it goes, and then I'll make a video and we'll figure it out. And then when you sent me a link to the video, I was like, it's done already. So that was a cool surprise.
We were very excited. I think Jim was really into that.
Man, I gotta tell you, I was super pumped about that. I have no idea why, but like TikTok is crack for me because of ADD. I don't know, but that tool is the same way. Like, I think I made a mini gym out of 10 different words. I threw different stuff in there, like all different crazy stuff. And then I only showed the mini gym because I don't know why. I should have showed more, but it was fun because I sat here for probably an hour straight. Like, what else could I type in here? What if I type this letter? That kind of thing. And then last night, it's hard to see this. Last night we actually used, I did a stream last night on there we go. So this is a little 2x3.5 piece of wood. And it's super hard to see, but I actually shrunk that down and used that picture to burn as a test for that last night.
You ran that through a laser engraver?
Yeah, I have the Atom Stack X7 Pro sitting next to me, and we were on a stream last night, and definitely I was like, I'm gonna do this. You almost can see the letters; they're just a little too small because I shrunk it down so much.
Sure, that's awesome.
It looks really good.
That's awesome. That is 100% the whole reason I made that exact tool was for that. Like, I want to be able to take a 3D model and bring it to like a pen plotter or a laser engraver in the most like roundabout way possible. And so you totally, again, I haven't had a chance to plot one of these yet. So you laser engraved it. You also beat me to the punch there.
Oh, come on. I can't wait. I think there's so many projects you can do with something like that. So before we dive too far though, for anyone who might not know you, who is Andrew Sink and where can we find you? And then we'll come back to that again at the end of the show. But before we get too far in, where who are you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Andrew Sink. Somebody asked me the other day if I was an enthusiast or an influencer, and like enthusiastic influencer, I think is maybe the right term. I've been involved in additive for about 10 years or so. I really, really enjoy it. Right now, I work as an applications engineer for a company called Carbon that focuses on high volume production 3D printers. And I absolutely love everything about additive. It's a really fun technology. And I'm always working on projects and I love to share them. And HotMakes has a special place in my heart because I have released a couple of products and like things that I've worked on this show. So it's always fun to be on here.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I had to. So the other thing I thought was hilarious that you said is like, dude, you printed it. Like, so I think everyone forgot about paper. I loved it. I don't know.
Yeah, should we pull it up real fast so anybody who's on the chat maybe who doesn't know what this is, just to give a quick bit of background, I'll shrink it down into like oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So that was actually my next question. So this is actually the site you can go to do it. So how did you where did this come from? Where did this brainstorm? And then kind of walk me through the process of how you just developed it, what we do.
Yeah, so this is an example of ASCII art, and ASCII art is where you take an image and kind of represent it with letters and numbers. There's a ton of different types of ASCII art, and I got really big into making images like this around last summer when I started working on my plotter project, which was a pen plotter you could attach to an ender. And I wanted to try and make some, programs that would take a 2D image and convert it. And so, like, one of my prized possessions is I have one of my favorite pictures of my wife that I completely drew using like 3,500 E's, and her name is Erica. And so the whole thing is just E's all the way down.
Aww.
And so taking that to the 3D sort of realm, what we have here is this is a site that lets you upload an STL file, which is a 3D model, and it creates a render of that 3D model, and then it adds an ASCII filter on top of that. So it's kind of a roundabout way to go from 3D back to 2D. And I was really excited about this project in particular. I don't know what. You might have to zoom out. You might be zoomed in really far. And I was really excited about this because it runs in browser, which I think is that's the key to all of my projects. Everything I like working on. I really like making things that work in browser because you don't have to install a program. There's no licensing fee. You don't have to you just sort of use it. Here we go. So now we're looking at something. Is that a crab?
This is the Pooch rock lobster. Let's see
rock
if I can
lobster.
Get
Yep.
There you go.
There we go.
There's a better view of the Pooch rock lobster.
Yeah, so you're looking at a 3D model, and it's being rendered in 3D, and then there's an ASCII filter applied on top of that. And what it's doing is it's going through all the various pixels. It's looking for different levels of brightness, and then it's mapping that to an ASCII character. So the whole code is on GitHub. So if you're kind of scratching your head like, well, how does it work? Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And I've already had a couple people. I mentioned I wanted to add a feature to download a text file. So guys like Jay could download it and use it on a laser engraver. And Ascii Tone, who makes little 3D printed synthesizers, sent me a message on Twitter. And he's like, oh, I can help you with that. And like 20 minutes later, it worked. And so anytime, 3D printing nerd saying, I feel old when I see people say, how do you pronounce ASCII? It's legit. It's like a legit. I definitely played video games growing up that the user manuals had the name of the game in ASCII on top of it. And trying to explain this to people does feel a little bit like, they're like, it's letters and numbers.
Well, and I mispronounced it in my video. And Brian Vines was like, hey, dummy. It's ASCII, not ASC2. And I'm like, I should have known that. And at least research that before I said it. But the best part is, so I had a fun little interjection in my video, and then people are like hammering me. They're like, it's actually not ASCII, it's ASCII. And like, it's so funny how people pronounce it in different areas. But the cool thing about this, Andrew, I just typed in the word pooch, right? Mm-hmm. I hit update, and now everything involved in this picture is the letters from the word pooch, right? Yeah. And I can like rotate this thing around just like a 3D model, and it renders itself different no matter where we are. And if I zoom in, we can actually see the word. Well, it's hard to see now probably on your screen, but on my screen, I can see the words pooch all over. You can grab primarily any angle you want. And then when you're ready, you hit this screenshot button and wham,
boom.
You have a screenshot of what you just did. Genius, man.
Oh, we definitely need to put Geary in there. That's a great idea.
Yes, I need to grab the gear. You know what? I have the Geary STL. I'll have to go find it when I'm not sharing my screen and digging through my files.
I like this idea.
Yeah, so the cool part about it is, you can put your own text in there. It's got like a basic character set. If you click reset, it'll go back to the standard. But yeah, you can type in your name. You can put in characters. Somebody put a GitHub. They issued or they put like an issue in, which is when something goes wrong, because they put a bunch of like random characters that I was not familiar with in, and it caused it to like malfunction. So it's fun to like see what happens. There's no real, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just play with it, and then if you have a laser engraver, go nuts.
Man, it's so much fun. If you could go to Things, any of the places, grab any STL you want. You could grab, I don't know, maybe it's a Shia LaBeouf. I don't know. Maybe you could throw that in there.
That was
default? A funny joke. Well, see,
I'm questioning my existence here right now.
So long ago, like last year sometime, Andrew did a review of a printer, and the test print on the printer was a bust of Shia LaBeouf.
Do you still have it? Is my question.
No. That went into the spare parts bucket.
No guest appearances.
It was such a bizarre, like it was called bust on the printer, and I'm like, I figured it was going to be like a bust of Caesar or like one of the standard like Thingiverse models, and so I hit it, and like an hour into it, it made a plate that said Shia on the front, and I was looking at it like SHIA out of context. I have no idea. I'm like, Shia? Like, what am I looking at here? And then it finished, and sure enough, it was a bust of Shia LaBeouf. It was really weird.
It's so good. It's so good.
So oddly specific.
Yeah, it is definitely very, very oddly specific. So here's
Geary.
Here's the Geary model made of the word Geary. So the best part I like about this is that you can actually, what's crazy is that you can change the words, and as you change stuff, it gives it a different contrast because of the characters, right? And so I typed Geary, and it's okay. It doesn't look bad at all. Now if I type like HotMakes and then I hit enter every time. See, I totally like messed Geary's face up. So
it's impossible. My face is perfect.
Yeah, you can think of each letter as like you've got a square, right? And each letter takes up a certain amount of space. So like really dense letters like an O are going to fill up a lot of the space, but a sparse letter like an L or an I will take up less space. So you want to have like a nice mix of like good like Q and V and like really volumetric letters, and then throw in a couple of like I's to give you some space and contrast, or like a minus sign.
Here's a good L. There you go. LOL. Perfect.
Chris says use
good.
punctuation.
Yes. Use punctuation. I just tried all exclamation points. It didn't go great. But anyways, so you know, this thing is awesome. This thing is super cool. And I don't know if anyone hasn't tried this yet. You have to jump on this. I will right now as we're speaking. I'm going to copy and paste the link in the chat. There we go. And if you guys want to, oh, nice work, Geary. That's why we have you. So, if you want to check it out, check out one of the bajillion links I just posted. Also, I want to throw in there, if you're watching on any of the channels out there other than the HotMakes YouTube channel, we invite you to HotMakes on youtube.com. And come over and join us. Hit the subscribe button over here. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on that channel. I appreciate everybody watching all across the board right now. But so you've been super busy, and you did another, I don't know if it's called a generator or not, but you did another tool recently too. Maybe Geary can find that one for us. Tell us a little bit about that while we're digging it up.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other project is more like aimed at 3D printing people, and it is a low poly generator that also runs in browser. And it's going to look kind of familiar if you just saw the Ascii generator, but it uses 3JS, which is a really powerful JavaScript library that lets you sort of run these rendering applications in browser. So you just fire it up and you can just go to, I think if you just, I think we'll have a link in the description in like 2 seconds here. I'm sorry, no, lowpoly3d.xyz. I bought a URL for it because I wanted to be able to remember where it is. Yes. So if you go to lowpoly3d.xyz, you can pull it up, and it's a really cool looking site. And it basically all you do is you upload an STL, and it will actually decimate or kind of reduce the number of triangles in the model, and you can select how many triangles you remove to make it, more or less low poly. So I really like low poly art. It's just something I really enjoy, and it looks really cool when it's 3D printed. Low poly art being
it is
taking a 3D model and just giving it a lot of facets, like a diamond, where you can sort of see each face. And so using this generator, you can just upload models, and you can upload an STL and decimate it, export the STL, and send it straight to the printer.
Boom. There we go. So
there it is.
So you have an example of this beautiful bunny.
Yeah.
We can choose
there's a bunch of. Yeah. So after I made it, I found out I got a ton of traffic from mobile devices, which I wasn't expecting, but also I'm on my phone all the time, so I maybe should have expected that. And so the idea here is you load these models on the phone, and you still have something to play with, because you can't really import or export an STL on a phone. Like it's most people don't keep their models on their phone. So I wanted people who are on their phone to still have something to play with. So at the top left, you have default models. That is the Frog King made by SparkyFace5, Tessa. She did an awesome job modeling it for me a couple of years ago. And it's so you just click update, and if you look at it, you'll see it start to kind of get crunchy, and you'll reduce the number of faces. Yeah, and so you start to get it. Yeah, it's looking a little low poly, and then from there you send it to the printer. So it's great for making sculptures. It's great for making art. It's also really fun for taking, if you've got a project that's really heavy, like something that's got a lot of faces, and you want to just reduce it a little bit for file size reasons. This is a great way to do it. You can upload your own STLs too.
Now
that's looking good.
Now, this is beyond recognizable now. So
cute.
So good though.
Great. I don't know what you're talking about.
It looks like a little frog.
It does. It looks like he's wearing a little hat.
Yes.
Yeah. This is another awesome tool, and I think that what's super cool about this is that's awesome. What's super cool about this is Prusa Slicer just built this in. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know that.
I do.
They just built this in, and surprise, that might be the video this week of my channel. So, and I did the video before I saw your tool here, and I'm glad that I didn't do yours before you did it this time. I mean,
Thank you for letting me finish my video first.
well, I had no idea. And the best, I got to say this though, you were just featured today or yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tell us
yesterday
where.
I got a shout out on. Well, I got two. I got a shout out the STL to Ascii generator got a really cool shout out on Hackaday, and they actually made a really cool rotating GIF of the Hackaday logo in the Ascii generator. The low poly generator got a shout out in Make magazine a couple days ago, which was a lot of fun. And it definitely brought a ton of traffic to the site, so a lot of people are using it. And I have a little map that shows Google Analytics like where all the people are coming from, and it's just like it's fun seeing like, oh, I've got like 8 people in France who are using this thing right now. Like it's just it's really cool seeing that interaction. I love low poly models, and making this the reason I wanted to make this was because making a low poly model, you had to either fire up Blender, Mesh Mixer, like you had to learn a program, and it took time, right? And so I like those programs, but not everybody has the time to learn Blender. Like I know most people probably don't have the time to learn Blender, and so I wanted to make something that like anybody could use. And like I sent this to my mom, and a couple of minutes later, she sent me like a screenshot of the frog that had been like low polyed, and I was like, perfect, like it's awesome. Like this is exactly what I wanted.
That's so good, man. And what's super cool is that you do all the cool, you do the printers, and then like the next minute you're scanning stuff, right? And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you drop 2 awesome tools for us to use in like a week or something, and it's like, man, this is awesome, Andrew. I got to say, Joel just said he's working on a STL to Ascii video, which is going to be awesome, Joel. Cool. We can't wait to see that. It's just too much fun. I know Chris chatted today about how his history and a pioneering kind of the Ascii world, I guess you could say, right? Did you see that chat? I think you saw that chat earlier today, right, Andrew?
I did. I saw it on Twitter. It looks like he created a couple of Ascii fonts, which are like meta fonts. It's like a font made up of other fonts.
Yeah, it's so good. There you go. For the Ascii generator, try using just these 3 characters. Oh, I can't.
Dot, semicolon, hashtag.
Is that what it is? All right, I'm going back.
It's dot, semicolon,
I couldn't
hashtag.
copy.
It's gonna look. I think it's gonna look pretty good. That's a nice hashtag, especially, or pound sign that's a nice thick. Like takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Or might crash the program. We'll have to find out. He might be pranking us.
Hashtag. Oh, where are you? Hashtag dot semicolon. Did I do a semicolon or did I do a colon?
Hashtag should be shift 3. There you go. You got a semicolon in there. You're good.
I got it. I just say. There we go. All right.
Ooh,
all right.
look
Let's
at
see.
that.
Dramatic. Yeah.
Ooh,
very dramatic.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, so the hashtag gives you that nice, like, dark sort of area, or I guess the raised area in this case, and then the dot gives you, like, a nice contrast. Yeah, and there's also a light-dark mode, which you can toggle back and forth, too, which gives you... there you go. And that's what you would, like, send to a laser engraver or something like that.
Everybody watching in bed right now was just blinded.
I know. I put
Nobody uses light mode.
Nobody uses light mode. One person asked for it, and I put it in there. Yeah. And
It's
I turned it
so
on, and I was like immediately like, "Oh man, it's awful."
It is so good, man. I'm super pumped for these tools. I mean, I think I speak for the community by saying thank you for putting these out here, especially for me. I absolutely love that I can take whatever I want, and now I can even hang it on my fridge and get a sweet fridge, picture because I can't draw. So there's that. Oh yeah, and if you want light mode, you got to check out the light mode. That one's harder to see. Yeah, light mode, baby.
Light mode looks good. Baby.
If you're gonna print, this is a lot less ink.
Yeah.
So I made this last summer, and this was like what kind of like kicked me off at this whole thing. So that's my wife, and if you look, it's all E's, and the E's get like smaller in like where it's like dark, and then they're bigger, or I guess they're bigger whether it's dark, and then smaller when it's lighter. And so I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if you could do that with 3D models? And that's what led me down this rabbit hole where I got to making this thing.
That's such a cute idea.
Devin said from Make Anything, he said I got a sunburn when I went into light mode. Uncle Jesse's with us as well. Welcome, Uncle Jesse, joining the awesome forces here, talking to Andrew Sink. And Shannon, have you ever played with any of these type of tools, these generators before?
I hadn't. I know we talked about it though last week, I think, for the end of that show. So I got to like a little bit after that. It was a busy weekend, but I did make some time for it because it's fun to just see what it comes out as, Yeah. Like we're just doing right now with the suggestions. So.
Yeah. We could do a live stream of just submit your STL and we'll turn it into whatever. And as long as it's appropriate, that would be a lot of fun.
That should be my stream tomorrow. I'll just sit on here for a couple hours and just put things in there and see what we come up with.
Yeah, it's very improvisational. You can just mess with it.
Yeah,
there's kind of a cool. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say Neo and Trinity with the Matrix. Yes, Trent said that would be awesome. Trent, what was kind of cool?
No, when I was debugging it, I used green text. Actually, it was like Matrix mode, like for all the background and stuff. But it looked cool. But it's one of those like, I am not getting any younger, and like green text on a black background. I'm just doing this, and I'm like, yeah, this is. I need a little bit more contrast. I was gonna say I've got a really cool tie-in that I think that everybody who's watching is gonna get a big kick out of. I announced a version of my pen plotter, which is this little guy right here.
Oh yeah.
And you would put a pen into this, and then the back of this would mount to an Ender 3, right. And then it would sort of travel up and down as it goes across the bed. I used that to plot that picture of Erica. That's right. What's very interesting is this was made using Greengate recycled PETG filament. So all of the pen plotters that I made were made with Greengate filament, who's going to be coming on shortly.
Such like a smooth transition.
It brings us in full circle. No, I love the Greengate. It is, some of their colors are just absolutely amazing. Actually, most of them are just absolutely amazing. And I did a couple videos, and you just cannot show how they really look on a camera. You can get close, but it just that. Some of them are just super cool how they come out. And we'll talk to Rich about that pretty quick. I remember you made a video on that too, right? The picture you gave. And I think when Pooch and I had you on, we talked about the pen plotter. I think maybe it just gone live or something. So that was a lot of fun. Another full circle thing.
I actually didn't have an Ender 3, and so Pooch was the one who actually sent me an Ender 3 so I could like test it out, because I had designed it for like every printer except the Ender 3, and that was the one people kept asking for. And Pooch was like, I've got an extra one of those, and so he actually sent me 2, and I put a pen plotter on one of them and sent it back to him.
He needs another Ender 3, right? I mean.
Well, now he has one with that can be a pen plotter, and he can use it with STL to ASCII, generate the ASCII and plot it out. It comes full circle.
It's so good. Oh man, I think next we'll have to do Shannon's Iron Man suit. We'll jump in there and we'll throw the Iron Man, like just scale down the whole STL as one, or maybe just the helmet. There you go.
I have a fun like statue of Rescue.
That would look awesome.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I have no idea where it is right now. We'll have to do it another day, but I'll find it and we'll try it. We'll try it.
So we've been talking about these 2 projects, like, pretty much the whole show. What else is new with Andrew? What have you been up to since we talked to you last? Besides, I don't know, getting engaged? Come on, man.
Yeah, getting engaged immediately followed by getting married. That was
there you go.
One.
Yeah.
So I got married, which was cool, and highly recommend it if you get a chance. Give it a shot.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. We've been like, we were COVID buddies, so I moved in right at the start of COVID, so it like worked out perfectly. Nice. It was like an instant like stress test for a relationship, right? Like you find out if you're like compatible with someone.
Hallmark movie right here.
Man, I gotta say, we were just looking at the wedding photos the other day, and it was like we had such a perfect wedding. It was awesome. And then I started a new job immediately afterwards. So I started my job with Carbon, and so now I'm focused on sort of design engineering, which is a lot of fun. And it's just been 2021 was just like one of these sort of, it ramped up towards the end, and I was focusing on a lot of stuff, and so it was just a really busy time. And the low poly generator, I've been working on that since November, and so it's cool seeing it like now that I've like kicked it out and seen people use it, it's gaining a little bit of traction. But yeah, so I'm like laser like focused on bringing more of these 3D generator tools that are browser based like to people. So I'm like every day I'm on Twitter asking people like, do you use GLTF file format? Have you ever heard of that? Is that useful? Do you want it? I can make it happen if you want it. And like, because I want to know like what is coming next. This community is so amazing and it's so supportive, and 3D printing has done so much for me. The 3D printing community has done so much for me. It really feels like this is okay. I've got this really unique chance to use some of these tools to make things that people can use, and I want to do that.
I love that. I love that like giving back aspect. I like that mindset. It's such a good positive mindset.
Chris said, "What's next?" STL to Ascii generator. There you go. It'll be STL to STL next. It'd be just STL. Like the same. Yeah. It'd be like, you want an STL of an STL?
Somebody asked for a high poly generator. They were like, what if I upload a low poly model and it smooths it out and makes a high poly model? And I'm like,
there you go.
It's like a potato thing.
Yeah, like it exports a potato, but like a 800 megabyte potato that like your computer crashes when you try and load.
So
we're going to model asteroids for like space movies.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Oh man, so good. I just love it, man. Every time you're here, we have so much fun, and I just waste. I didn't waste. Waste is a terrible word.
Invested time.
I invested so much time.
Positive word.
Into I tell you this. I waste time on TikTok because
that's accurate.
It is terrible for me because I just sit there and I'm like, flip. That's awesome. Flip. That's hilarious. Flip. Okay, that's dumb. Flip. And then next thing you know, it's 4 hours later, or 2 hours later, and you're like, what did I just do? Yeah. It's and in this case, I was just like, okay, what word? Let's see, dummy. Does that work? No, and just a whole bunch of dumb words, and like, it was so much fun. And I think what we should try to do is set up an automatic laser jet printer that you can send your ASCII picture to. It'll automatically like print on stream or something.
Just describe the fax machine.
Like, yeah, sure. So like, so when Shannon was talking about like doing a live, when Shannon was talking about doing a live stream, I was like, I'll bet you could just have it like have the camera pointed at a printer, right? Like exactly.
Yeah.
We've invented a fax machine, guys. That Gary's right. Like, we really came full circle here.
Oh, so good. Oh man.
I hope everyone in the chat knows what a fax machine is.
Hey.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised.
If I could control the sound effects, you would have got one right there, Gary, because that was awesome. And I think that would be perfect. Like everybody just generate whatever you want, send it, hit a button, it automatically sends to, this location, and then all the live stream is these things printing out. And you know what? We'll step it up. It'll be a dot matrix printer. We'll set up a dot matrix printer, and it'll be like, and just like the whole live stream will just be like printing, like sheets and sheets of, random people's
uploaded STLs to ASCII. I mean, we can we have this is the Jurassic Park, right? When Ian Malcolm says, you guys were so preoccupied with whether you could, you never thought whether you should. We're having a Twitch live stream of a fax machine. I know though that if this is something that if I actually put any effort into it, and if I see Shannon do it, this is going to be like the one thing that gets like 80 million views, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, like everything else is just going to like be in the shadow of the fax machine project.
Yeah, Chris is on board. He said this is going to be an epic idea, and I think I could probably. I'm wondering if I still have. We used to have a dot matrix printer laying around at the hospital still that we were going to throw away, but we kept. I might see if I could find it and like a box of paper that comes with it, and that would be. Oh man, that would be amazing. Just
we could make it happen.
Yeah. But you see print farms all the time where people, you can select something and throw it on somebody's print farm, and next thing you know, you have a whole. Well, we won't talk about what really prints sometimes, but the live stream would be amazing. What could go wrong? Ben says, yeah. You never know. Millions of views on TikTok. Yes. Just let it run. Just let it run on TikTok all day. That would be perfect.
You could easily reach that on TikTok. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
If you did it correctly, yeah, no problem.
Well, it's up above me now. I don't know if you can see it now, but my giant torture toaster almost got 1 million views on TikTok. So I think this could do it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, listen, if like 4 million people watch me drink out of a water bottle, like you got this. Okay.
That's way.
Did you have 4 million people watch you drink out of a water bottle?
Listen, I can't explain why TikTok people like what they like, but that's my niche apparently.
What?
I had no idea. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I'm in my Iron Man suit and my joints don't work, so somebody was giving me water and I got nothing.
See, and there you
Jesse,
go. And
if you're watching, you put so much effort into your TikToks and they look amazing and we all watch them. But all you got to do is drink out of a water bottle tomorrow. There you go.
No, I mean, like, I'm not deserving of that. So, like, yeah, if you put effort into it, that's the stuff I want to see.
So
sure.
Oh man, that's perfect. Well, I tell you, we just have been a blast. I'm out of words for how much fun this is going to be. I think we should talk. If you're going to set up a printer, I'll do it first, and then I'm just joking. The best part about that is I should have looked on your channel. I didn't even look to see if you did a video on that yet.
No,
I was just
you totally beat me to it.
I told Caleb in the background, I text him, if I film a video right now, can you edit this for me tomorrow? And he's like, well, I have plans tonight, but let me see what I can do. And I was like, I'm on it. 20 minutes later, because I had it already and planned out in my head. I'm like, it's uploading now. He's like, already? So it was a fast move, and it was just a quick, silly little video, but it was a lot of fun to make, I tell you. Finally functional YouTube shorts might take weeks or months to take off. Uncle Jesse said, yeah, but all you got to do is drink out of a water bottle. Here's what you do. You throw your resin laps next to you while it's going. You're just drinking out of the water bottle next. There you go.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
All
right,
yes,
there you go.
Keep the Downy clips coming, please.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, back there.
I tell you what, we have in the background, we have Rich and Chris from Greengate 3D, and they're going to do some giveaway stuff, but I think we should bring them in and talk to them for a little bit before we do that. We totally blew past HotMakes this week, and that was my fault. We were having too much fun here, and I'm like not paying attention, and I'm sure if I look over into the private chat, Caleb is in the background saying, "Hey, we need to do HotMakes. HotMakes soon." Yeah, I saw the chats that I ignored.
It was
this
a
whole
while
time.
ago.
So, we were having too much fun. I totally forgot.
Yes.
Let me know in the chat across any platform right now. Did you guys have fun up to this point? Because I tell you what, Andrew's awesome, and the stuff he's creating is top notch. But I think let's bring in Chris and Rich from Greengate 3D and talk to them for a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris and Rich from Greengate 3D. How you guys doing?
Excellent. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey. Oh, man, we're doing great.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we got that echo again.
Hey, I look like the mad professor.
Look at those frames, Chris.
Nice.
Yeah, it's coming from Chris's mic. We got the echo.
A little echo going on. Well, that's okay. So yeah, we welcome to the show first of all, and for anybody who doesn't know what Greengate 3D is, Rich, let us know what does Greengate 3D do, and what are you guys about?
Sure. Well, through the help of my friend Chris, who works at Terrafilm, he has his own company, Terrafilm. We source clean, recycled materials. And from those materials, we have people like Chris turn them into excellent filament. So our top material, of course, is PETG. That's what we're known for. We are in process, and it's been a process, let me tell you, of turning TPU into filament. And we're looking down the barrel of possibly doing some PLA as well. and we can get into that at another time. But it's been quite a journey. It's been an excellent journey. I've loved it. I've met incredible people along the way. Everyone in the room is brighter than I am, and that's a good thing. I like that.
It is awesome, man. I'm telling you, I love the filament. We have some rolls that we got from you guys. We met you at Murph. You guys helped sponsor the show to come to Murph, and we definitely appreciate that. And we had a lot of fun that weekend. It was a little wet down there, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But no,
about that.
it's good stuff. I know Andrew has used quite a bit of your filament. I know we have several people in the chat who have used your filament. Let us know in the chat. Show the Greengate guys some love if you've used their filament, and what colors too. We'd love to see what colors you guys used. So the consensus is we should jump in and do some hot makes. Do you guys want to do hot makes with us?
Sure.
Is that cool? Let's do it. I say we do it. So we were gonna go through them, but I say let's have some fun with little hot makes here. There's only like 6 of them tonight because we were trying to keep it short anyway. But I really want to show off some stuff. That's what the show's about, and we would love to hear your opinions as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some hot makes. All right, so we got like I said, 6 of them, and we're gonna rock and roll a little bit. So this is Bloody Popcorn. First of all, I got to say I love the name. It doesn't matter what you do, you get a follow because I love the name, Bloody Popcorn. But my brilliant kid engineer, engineered his own Lego Optimus Prime. If I could actually talk, that'd be great. Check that out. That is awesome.
That's pretty.
Super cool. With Legos too. Andrew, you play with Legos?
Actually, I have a 1,969 piece Lego Saturn V rocket that I've been saving. I keep telling myself I'm saving it for a rainy day. Still haven't built it. Bought it like 2 years ago. I'm like so afraid to build it because it's so big. And this is so, I cannot stress enough how much I love this project because it would be really easy to make either of those things, like on the left or the right, like Optimus Prime or a truck. But making Optimus Prime that's also a truck, that's not easy. Like doing that is awesome. So that is definitely a brilliant kid right there.
Yeah.
Super right. Devin said, get that kid a printer. I agree 100%. 100%. And a lot of these colors could actually come from Greengate. So there you go.
Product placement.
Yeah. All right, what do we got next? Dan, our very own Dan. This is gonna freak some people out here. If you are in the chat, please don't scream at us. Dan, so Dan made we'll call it a mashup, right? This is a mashup thing, the NC 1701 Falcon. Let me just
about this.
There you go. Chris, this is for you.
You need one of these in your collection.
I know he's done a couple other posts about this too, but this is super fun and completely ridiculous. I
like it. See, I like it because
I
I'm
love
that
it.
weird person that's in both fandoms. But I know
Yep.
Chris is probably losing his mind. So
Oh man. So I did a thing, Dan said. Hey, real quick, Greengate, do you guys ship to Canada?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep. Not only that, we also have a supplier, a distributor up there, filaments.ca.
Oh, nice. There you go. Filament.ca. Check that out up in the Canadas. And you can find this on Prusa printers, I believe. There's a link there. Or go in the link of the video here. It'll find everything we show off, and you can find Dan's tweet.
you're
My
blinding
eyes.
a lot of people tonight.
My eyes hurt. Oh, did I accidentally leave that up this whole time? There's that. No, that's super cool, Dan. I mean, that is very innovative and yeah, very, very cool. I think you did it at a perfect time where people are freaking out, but it's awesome attention. It is awesome attention. The most recent, I hate it. I'm going to print it. What do we got next? This is super cool. This is not 3D printing related. This is Eveline French got some new brushes today. Just doing a little practice with them, a little watercolor practice. Let's see if I can do this. There we go.
Wow.
Super cool. So I got to. What was
Go
that?
ahead, James. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say
No, I
I
was
saw her
gonna
on Twitter, and she's very talented.
Yeah, I was just gonna say super talented and way more artistic than me. So I could deal with dumping acrylic paints on a canvas and letting them do something, but that is because it's not planned. If I tried this, it would end up like I just dumped the paint on a napkin or something. It would be fun.
Yeah, painting is difficult, honestly. Like I've done drawings and that kind of stuff, but painting is something that I cannot get a grip on that well. Like that's crazy, the detail.
Absolutely. I kind of wanted to get to the end. There we go. So we can see the end there.
Beautiful.
Andrew, you a big painter?
No. We actually just did a thing.
Painter.
I'm a normal size painter. Yeah. We did a thing at work recently. We had to we were doing like a Pictionary kind of situation, and it was really bad. My team, I was the guy who was picked last at softball or dodgeball for painting. Like it's awful. I can't draw like perspective, so everything's 2D. Just I don't know why. I just have a really hard time drawing stuff in 3D, which is really ironic. But all my drawings are always like stick figures and just projected, like it's a smiley face, and then you give him some sticks for legs and he's good. So when I see stuff like this,
I want like a game night now where like all the 3D printers
try to do
display
2D
Pictionary like on a stream.
No, you don't.
No, it would be chaotic, but I think it would be wonderful.
It would be amazing. Except for I mean, you guys, if whoever's on my team, if we did that, would lose if I was drawing. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. In August, I believe in August, Devin from Make Anything was on. We did a really cool HotMakes with Marcy, Mixed Media Girl, and he actually put beer in his paint, which was phenomenal, by the way. Devin, if I believe you're still on, we got to do that again. Let's set that up because I know Marcy is in. I talked to her. Actually, she just sent me a Valentine's Day box, but that's a surprise. So I think we should do it again, and we should all bring something crazy to put in the paint. But if we did a Pictionary thing, you guys would be like, I don't know, stick.
it wouldn't look like that. It wouldn't look like that. I can tell you right now. I have so much respect for people who do this because I love to imagine that the person who painted this, when she was making this, she knew what it was going to look like right before it was finished. Right. So they started by drawing this, and I don't know how you do that. How are you so talented that you can make that? It's incredible to me. Awesome.
Absolutely. All right, what do we got next? Filament Frenzy. Of course, we have to feature him. We got to get this guy some Greengate 3D because he absolutely just kills everything he touches. It's just he's so good.
I'd love to. I know he's in Europe, and we're struggling to find a way to get the goods out there. It's not an easy task.
No, and it's definitely not cheap to Europe right now. But this was Mandalorian by Eastman. This is an absolutely gorgeous print, by the way, with that quantum filament. Yeah, and cool. Man,
I need to try this stuff. I love that. I love the.
I really think anything that Filament Frenzy does is it's half in the model it's printed and half in the presentation. His photos look incredible. They're so crisp. You could cut yourself on that thing, and it's such a perfect presentation of a really well printed model, and it looks awesome. He does such a good job with that.
100% agree. And color choice in all of his multicolor models. Mm-hmm. He picks colors that just are phenomenal together too. Nice work there. Let's see. What do we got here? Maker Potato. A while ago, someone gave me a slog embroidered cloth napkins. I had no use for them till today. So here you go. Boom. a little embroidered cloth napkins. Oh, look at this.
Oh, they printed the hoop. Cool.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm going to be doing that when I need to embroider.
You can print a little flippity jippity for some hoops. There we go. That's what he says. But so he printed the hoop.
Are you familiar with what flippity jibbity is?
A flippity jibbity. We'll have to ask him.
No, I know what it is.
What?
There's a Facebook group for people who like to print like everyday objects instead of buying it, and the Facebook group is called F That I'll Just Print It, and then people started shortening it to FTIJP, and then people are just pronouncing it flippity jibbity now.
Nice.
I like that. That's good.
I need to be a member of this group. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, F that, I'll print it. I like it. Awesome job here, Maker Potato. Good work on the hoop and good work on the embroidered napkins there.
Looks good.
Nice. Kitchen wall decorations. Sweet. All right, last but not least, could be the coolest thing we've seen in a long time. This comes to us, if I could talk, from Joe over at Makes and Breaks. Thousands of tool changes, 5 days, lots of failure and lessons learned. The Mandala pot is finally ready. Check this thing out.
That is lethal.
I mean,
absolutely lethal.
Yeah.
Talk about color choice. Look at this thing is gorgeous.
I agree. Beautiful.
You know it's a good hot make when everybody goes completely silent.
It's the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I guess he's using an MMU or he's using Palette 3.
Yeah.
What is he using?
No, he's using an E3D tool changer, and it looks like it's printed in 3D Prima Chameleon PLA on an E3D tool changer, sliced with Prusa Slicer 2.4. I mean, I can't even fathom the amount of tool changes and the size of the purge block that had to come off this thing. Because, I mean, the colors alone, having the whole inside a solid color and then the outside a completely different color. I mean, so good.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, just there's no blending, right? Like everything is just so crisp on the contrast. Like so perfect. Try manufacturing that any other way than FDM. Like exactly like that. I can't even imagine. Like you couldn't build that with Legos. Like there's just no like it's such a perfect example of what you can do with like a multi-material machine. It's amazing. Awesome work. Tool changers don't have a purge block. Got it. It can, but it doesn't need it. I'm guessing maybe it has because it has multiple tools. There you go. That's so cool.
You don't have to purge the color in the nozzle. You just change the nozzle.
That's right. You just have multiple. I didn't even think about that. You have multiple colors in different nozzles. And
just put a little bucket for purging when you start, or like a wipe or whatever. And so you just kind of pop a little bit and then start.
So awesome. Well, I got to tell you, Joe, phenomenal job. I love, he does some infill coasters that are awesome. If you haven't seen his infill coasters, but this is super cool too. Nice work. And that was our HotMakes. So we had to get through those. We had to do them. Man, I love it. What'd you think? What'd you think, Andrew?
Unbelievable. Again, 3D printing community, there's just so much creativity, and I love the fact that we also included some like non-3D printed HotMakes. So like the embroidery, I guess the embroidery, I guess the hoop is sort of that was 3D printed.
It was
like
mixed
the watercolor. Mixed media. It was mixed media. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's just I love seeing that stuff because it's again, it all kind of funnels back into like what you can make with these tools. And it was the flippity jippity thing is like that hit really close to home. I've got a cabinet that the latch just broke on, and I was like, it's just like a little bracket. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and print this. I'll have it done by tomorrow. And so I could go to the store and buy one, but apparently I'm going to flippity jippity.
Yep, I agree. And I didn't see it earlier, but Evan from Cocoa Press said we should paint in ASCII characters. I don't know. That even would end up like a blob if I did it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Just get a stamp.
Yeah. So good. Barbara's with us. How you doing, Barbara? I see you're by
Good,
Rich
how are
over
you?
there. Very good. Good to see you.
Hey guys.
No, I think it is time for some giveaway stuff. So let me just get that ready on my side. So real quick, Rich, explain what the giveaway is
Sure.
before anyone else is out there. You don't have to do anything because this giveaway, it isn't for people that are with us right now for this part of the giveaway. So explain what we're doing on that, Rich, and then we can go from there.
So this is a long time in making, and we're proud we hit 250 reviews. So to give back to the community, for those who gave us reviews 101 to 250, we're giving away spools and t-shirts. So you're going to spin that wheel 3 times. The first winner is going to get a spool and a shirt. The second one's going to get 2 spools and a shirt. And the third one, I'm reading these notes. And the third one is going to get 3 spools and a shirt. Everyone who's here, who's in the show, as long as they send their email to you or they register with you some way, somehow, before the end of the show, they'll all be entitled to 10% off the purchase of a spool. I don't think we reached 250. I really didn't see it, but I'll tell you what, why not? Let's just do it anyway. So
yeah,
we're willing to do it. We're willing to do it, and happy to. So that's for the ones that are here. And I do want to say again, thank you. 250 reviews is a lot of reviews. It took a lot of time for everyone to do that, and we certainly appreciate it. And without you guys, we would certainly not be here.
Yeah, 100%. It's the community. The community has been backing us with the show. As Andrew says, this community is absolutely amazing. And I'm working on what I'm doing right now is I'm going to get just a quick link, and I will put that together. I'll give it to Gary, and he can shoot it out to the masses here in just 1 second. So if you guys are interested in 10% off, just like we used to do with the things, giveaways, we're going to do a quick Google form that just gives us your email address, what country you're from, that kind of thing. Gary, I just tossed it in the private chat if you want to disperse that. So anybody, and if you want to drop it in the description of the video for now, how do we want to do this? We'll shut it off tomorrow or something. That way, people don't just keep it, because I won't ever look at it again.
I got it going out for a week. So
perfect.
We'll take them for a week, no problem. Then the discount code will come off. And in the notes, when you purchase that filament, in the notes, put down what size you want your shirt. There's a space there to put your size, and we'll get it done. We stock small all the way up to XXXL. So 3XL.
Nice. I think it's going to be an awesome deal. So you get a shirt with a spool, right? That's how you're doing it? Awesome.
Correct.
And also, real quick, Andrew, thanks for the $10 donation for the Oreo Fund, behalf of the Council of Andrews. So thanks, $10 on PayPal. Thank you so much. So the joke behind that is we have like 4 or 5 Andrews that show up every show, and then we call it the Council of Andrews now. So here's what we got. We got the wheel ready. So you just let me know. Are you going to keep track of the winners for? You going to keep track of that, or do you want me to?
You asking me or Gary?
I'm asking you. Sorry.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay. Just so you have a name, and then we'll give an email or something on the end so they can get a hold of you. So the first 3 are going to be spools, right?
Well, the first one's going to be 1 spool and 1 shirt.
Okay.
Then the second one will be 2 spools and a shirt, and then the third one will be 3 spools and a shirt.
Ooh.
All right, let's do it. We're rocking. Oh, Shannon's got a friend.
Kyle
Sipple.
All right.
Congratulations, Kyle. Kyle Sipple, congratulations. All right, so the next one is for what? Just so I
2 and 1. Shannon, you want to help him out here or what?
I should have wrote this down. I was too busy putting together the link.
2 spools and a shirt.
There you go. 2 spools and a shirt.
Thank you, Councilman Andrew.
Tony Siegel. Siegel. Nice work.
Tony, yep.
Someone asked how can we enter this particular part? You can't enter for. This was already done ahead of time. We're just spinning to see who wins, and then we'll do another giveaway right after this that everyone will be a part of. Here we go. All right, and the next one is, go ahead. 3 spools.
3 spools in a shirt, right? Am I right?
You got it.
All right.
I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
You got it. Hail to Pit.
Michael, congratulations, Michael. Why are there so many Erics? Basically, there's a lot of many people in here. Go ahead.
So again, this is for people who gave us reviews from 101 to 250. And Eric is a new customer and just bought a ton of different colors and gave us reviews. You just happen to see he's the last person to send reviews in. Everyone else, I think these are all in order. I believe they're in order, like chronological from today going backwards.
Nice. Do we have one more? I can't remember. We have some shirts then, right? No? Yes? No?
No. But
no. So we did 1 spool in a shirt, 2 spools in a shirt, 3 spools in a shirt.
Correct. And if anyone places orders in the next week using the discount code that you put out, we'll also give them a shirt. And this
awesome.
Can be a 10%
and
deal off of this spool. That's
what we had to do for this one, right? So we're good on that one, right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So what we're gonna do now, and while I'm doing this, I know Chris has been with us. He's been very silent there in the background. So Chris is the man. We met him at Murph for a minute there. He had a giant spool, but he is the one that manufactures the Greengate for you, right? Actually extrudes it, right?
He's one of a couple, but yes, Chris is one of our aces.
Yeah, Rich dreams up those like lovely colors, and then I'm the guy that has to try to figure out how to make it. So it's kind of funny, but the cool thing is though, I love what you guys are doing. I also want to put a plug out there for further recycling. If you guys want to get community together and redo your spools, meaning take your spools to some place, somebody organize it, I'll be happy to bring them back in and reuse them. So it's something I like to do from a recycle perspective. Everybody who makes always has a ton of different spools hanging around. They don't know what to do with them.
That's a cool idea. So I wonder if the next Murph, when that is this year, right? I know they were looking at June, I think, again, and I don't know if there's any dates, but wonder if we could do like a spool collection site and somehow get the spools back to you.
Sure.
Man, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'll speak for Chris, and he seems to be circling. So, but yes, we talked about it earlier today, and he's more than willing to send in the truck. So I'll help get that show on the road, and we'll do a collection together, and maybe we'll post it up on Twitter and all that good stuff.
That would be cool. Definitely. As soon as we know when it is, we can get a party going. Maybe if it's at the same place, we'll take up like a whole corner or something. We'll just bring their own empty spools, and it'll be a good cause to get them back to Chris. That'd be a lot of fun.
It's a great idea.
Cool. Here's that giant spool you were talking about.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That is watch out, Pooch, watch out, Chep. Anybody else, that's going to be the wheels on the spool racer that we got coming. And it's going to be 3D printed off the CR30 if I can get my stuff together, and those will be the wheels. That'll be awesome. That'd be so good. All right, real quick. I know we're super far over here, but here's what we're going to do. In the chat, we have a COEX spool. It's a COEX Next spool. It's a recycled PLA. It looks something like this. I don't know what color you'll actually get, but mine is green. It's a COEX recycled PLA. COEX Next is what it's called, and we have a spool of that to give away too. And let's start chatting the word COEX in the chat here, and we'll get that going. Let's do this while we're talking. So real quick, one more time, we'll start with Rich. Rich, who are you? Where can we find you? And a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go to Andrew, and then we'll check out and give away a spool.
Sure. I'm Rich Silberfeld. This is my wife, Barbara. She and I, you're right there. She and I run Greengate 3D. Been doing it since October 18. We went live like about 2.5 years ago. Sold thousands of spools of PETG. Super proud of that. In 2022, we're going to be entering the metaverse. This is something that we can talk about another time. But I will post up before we go our VR. And we are absolutely capable and are moving towards doing digital twins. There's a lot of work that's behind, not just filament. So we're looking forward to a very robust 2022.
Nice. That's going to be a super fun. We'll definitely have to come together and talk. Maybe we'll do another show about the metaverse. That'll be a lot of fun. Andrew, how about you? Let's go. Who are you? Where can we find you, and where can we find your awesome projects?
Real quick about Greengate 3D. One thing Rich did not mention, one of the coolest things is when you buy a spool of Greengate 3D filament, you get a handwritten note from Barbara, which is a wonderful touch. And it really kind of drives home that this is like their business. And every time I get a spool of filament from them, it's got a note, and it's just so cool.
Absolutely.
So that's like
adds that personal touch. It definitely is.
Yeah,
awesome.
It sure does. So my name's Andrew Sink. You can find me on Twitter like 25 hours a day. It's awful. I'm just always on there. I'm at Andrew A. Sink. I'm also on YouTube. I think it's just YouTube/C/Andrew Sink, or just Google Andrew Sink YouTube. And my projects are usually posted on Twitter or YouTube. And yeah, the low poly generator, there's a link in the comments. Definitely check it out, play with it. And I am super open to new ideas. So if you're thinking like, man, I wish there was some kind of program that would let you take a 3D model and put, like Jay's face on the front of it. Like, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Like, let's work on it. So
no one would print it, but no. If you want to take my face and put Shia LaBeouf's face on it,
there you go. The Shia LaBeouf face generator. We just put Shia LaBeouf's face on everything.
This is going to turn into the Rock situation.
Yeah. Real quick, last call. If you have not typed the word COEX in the chat, you need to do that now. US only. I apologize, forgot to say that. Also, Shannon, who's our guest here?
Who's our guest here?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm like, who? This is Hershey, and usually she's pulling out all of her toys and tearing them apart, because if you've been on the phone with me this week or like on a stream and I suddenly say, please stop eating that bear's eyeball, like that's been my week. So
so good.
I'm content petting her so she doesn't do that.
And we can find you everywhere. I believe it's in the description of the video too, but S Rona, right?
Yeah, so SRona58. Twitter's the only exception. It's SRona_58, I think.
All right, here we go. For a roll of COEX 3D COEX Next filament, you have to be in the US. I apologize. I didn't stipulate that in the beginning, but you have to. I wish I would have won. That would have been Andrew Rogers. Speaking of the Council of Andrews, congratulations. I really hope
it's very
that
fitting for this show.
It's true. I really hope that lands on us. What's that?
It's the Andrew episode.
It's the Andrew episode, yeah. I was really hoping that would land on like the HotMakes or the Edge Attack. Or that would be hilarious, because it adds us in, because I have to, we post it. But Andrew Rogers, congratulations. I know you're with us, which is awesome. It's so good. The Council of Andrews has spoken. Everybody, I love it. And I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget, there is a link in the description. There will be. If not, there's been one posted. If you want 10% off Greengate filament and a t-shirt with your order, sign up. I will get everybody the discount code that way. We wanted to keep it specific to HotMakes, so we didn't just want to blow it out there because, well,
we want viewers.
There were like 12 links shared in the back end. on the private chat. So let's just
Yeah.
we'll get it in the description when the stream ends.
Yeah. Hang on. I can give it to you real quick if you want it. Just for
okay,
the heck
that
of it.
works. Yeah.
Just while we're going. And anything else, Shannon? Do we miss anything tonight?
Nope, just make sure you guys sub on the main channel so we can hit that 1,000. But I think we
Good for
hit
Hershey.
everything. I think we did.
Hershey says you need a sub.
Yeah. Do we need a sub? Do we need a sub? Can I have high five? Okay, well, you missed, but you tried.
Nice. There we go. I just put the form out there one more time.
Jimmy, does this look familiar?
Yes, there you go. There's the Ender 3 V2 for Murph.
That's right. I still have the cup
wow.
printed.
Oh, nice. That was my Ender 3 V2 I brought to Murph and Rich got it. He brought it home. I'm surprised it's not rusted with how much water we were in.
It was a mess that day, but
Nice.
kept it nice and clean. It has the same amount of hours that it had when I got it from you.
Yeah. Hey,
Or-
that's
or
okay.
seconds.
We should just give it away. There we go.
We're going to give it away at Murph or Earth when we get together again.
I like it. I like
Done
it.
deal. Done deal.
All right, guys, we're super full. We're like 13 minutes over. I apologize for that, but hey, I hope we had fun. Andrew, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on with us and sharing your awesome projects with us.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a blast, as always.
Rich, thank you so much coming on and doing a giveaway and man, you're awesome for the community. I really appreciate it. And if you have not checked out Greengate, you have to. I cannot reach. My spool is right there. I don't want to stand up and grab. I have I'm trying to remember the actual color. Is it Purple Rain? I think it's Purple Rain. There we go, right there. That is the most gorgeous color when it prints.
It's so
hard to get it on camera, but when you see it in person, it is absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us too. Everybody else, you guys have been awesome this episode. Everybody who joined us every week. There we go.
I have no idea what it looks like. It looks muted on the screen, but who knows?
It's
Not muted, I promise you.
It's gorgeous in person. If you're with us, though, thank you so much. Don't forget, hit us up on the HotMakes channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 over there. Also, anywhere else you're following us, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will see you next week. Everybody else, you guys hang out. We'll be right back with you guys. But everybody else, have a great one. Again, we'll see you next week. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Anybody else want to throw anything in there?
That was a very ample amount of information, but I think we got it all.
Whew, ample. Bye, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you later.